When people ask me about the book, they want to know the takeaways. In other words, well, the real question is there a list? And I give list makers a hard time. I will confess to that because I'm not a list maker myself. But the reality is we do want something that we can use as a practice, a routine, something we can apply specifically. So I think of 6 things that can be practices from the book Stand Still. And just to prove it, I've actually written them down here. The first is the power of pause, and the first 2 go together. The first is the power of pause, and the second is the gift of self-care. Because it's interesting that we don't give ourselves permission to be at home in our own skin. And it starts with, we don't give ourselves permission to say no to the stuff that drives us down, to the stuff that diminishes us, to the stuff that even belittles us. And so it starts, and we begin with literally pausing. It's a time out. I want to begin by making space to be at home in this skin today. Because this is important. If I'm at home in this skin, this is the self-care part. If I'm at home in this skin, then I'm choosing not to be a victim of the circumstances that are outside of me. In other words, I get to choose now. Even if it's craziness, I get to choose now. So power of pause, and then be gentle with ourselves, self-care. The third one is the gift of enough. And the fourth one is the permission to pay attention. So if the first 2, if I'm beginning by pausing, stopping, giving myself to be at home in my own skin, then I'm saying that this Terry is enough. There's an important distinction here. There's a difference between a paradigm of scarcity and a paradigm of sufficiency. The pause gives me the permission to say that this Terry is enough. And it's an extraordinary gift. Now, are there things we can learn and do? Yes, of course. But I begin with enough. Why? Because now I have the permission to choose caring and growth and learning and forgiving and healing. And the permission to pay attention is literally the be here now. Like the little boy said to his mama, Mama, listen to me, but this time with your eyes. This is the amazing thing. In the power of pause, self-care, and the gift of enough, I can be in this moment, even a crazy moment, even an upside down moment, and I can embrace this, which leads to the 5th one, which is now I can embrace the sacrament of the present moment. That here, the sacred is alive and well. As I write in the book, that the ordinary is always the hiding place of God. And the wonderful thing is that this is about, these all link together, giving ourselves a permission for a timeout, for a pause, the self-care, and the gift of enough, the sacrament of the present moment. And now I'm able to see, literally pay attention. Scotoma is a medical word that means selective blindness. We see only what we want to see. But when we see sufficiency, then we see the capacity to make a difference, which is the last one, and that is this, that as we choose these first 5, no one of us is on this journey alone. No one of us. And so we need each other, and we give each other the permission to do those first 5 even, to pause and practice sufficiency and maybe hold a hand as we walk each other on the way to being replenished and refueled and emotionally and spiritually hydrated. Yes, even in a world that feels upside down.